sometimes it's hard because if both of you are working, then who's going to take care of the children, right?
I think marriage is not for having a kid, but having a good partner in life.
Singapore's birth rate has been declining over the years, with 2023 being the lowest in the past 5 decades at 0.97. To create a more family-friendly environment, the government has recently announced plans such as enhancing paid parenthood leave provisions to up to 30 weeks, an increase from the previous 20 weeks. There would also be an upcoming new scheme for large families to support parents thinking of having a third child or those who already have 3 or more young children. These are some of the government's efforts shared by Prime Minister Lawrence Wong to reset policies to help Singaporeans realise a refreshed Singapore dream. We wanted to find out if Singaporeans feel that there is enough support provided to parents, as well as other factors that might provide answers to Singapore's low birth rate. AsiaOne recently did a survey on perceptions on parenthood in Singapore, which gathered 1,558 responses. When asked if respondents think there is enough workplace support for parents, the majority of the respondents felt that more can be done for working parents, or that support for working parents were poor. About a third of parents indicated that workplaces claimed to be family-friendly, but in reality are not. Working parents were most likely to deem more flexible work arrangements as helpful for managing both work and parenting commitments, even more than having more paid childcare leave days and more financial assistance. Singles who were planning to get married expressed greater concerns regarding support for parents, compared to respondents with other marital statuses. These singles were also more likely than other respondents to find a wide range of support types to be helpful to parents to manage work and parenting. Interestingly enough, parents and non-parents thought differently about the types of community support that would be helpful to parents. Among the options provided, informal mentorship was more likely to be thought of as helpful by non-parents, while having support groups in the workplace was more likely to be chosen by parents. To expand on our findings, we headed out to find out what Singaporeans thought about the current level of support that parents receive.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not a parent.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I'm a parent.
No, we are not a parent.
Yes. No, not yet. We
Yes
are
to
foreign.
that.
Yep.
This one I'm not very sure because I have left the workforce for a long time. But from what I understand is some companies they support, but most of the companies they are not very encouraging in this. Yeah.
I personally think that some companies try as much as they can. They claim to be like family friendly, but in the reality, sometimes it's not that easy.
No, I don't think there is enough yet.
I think there can be more.
No, definitely no.
There's now a new shared leave system, but I think if I'm not wrong, it's only rolled out for people who have kids after 2025 or 2024. So I don't think it's going to be helpful for parents who have kids now.
I think most of my friends who are parents would say maybe financial assistance, more childcare leave, and maybe flexible work arrangements.
Help from the company. Now maybe need to rope in the grandparents and also the childcare facilities. That is very important also.
Flexible work time lah, where parents still can work, also have family time at home, so that the bond is there as parents.
If there's like any working arrangement that they can do like work from home, I think that will really help because childcare is expensive if you want to put them in a childcare.
More annual leave for having a quality time with kids.
Yeah, more like financial support. For
Financial,
parents.
financial support for parents.
I think more maternity leave.
Balancing work and the cost of living in Singapore, I think is high, and housing, right, for sure. And so yeah, these 3 things are really, really difficult to manage.
I think uncertainty about how the future will look. Freedom is also one, and also financial security. Yeah, whether or not they're able to give the best to their kids.
Expensive, maybe?
Yeah.
And then maybe because of future-wise, they want to focus more on themselves and then not wanting to have a baby that can actually pull them back.
I ran the calculation last time with my husband, and then we think like if you're married and then you want to have kids, both of the parents have to work if you want to make a living in Singapore. And then that's sometimes it's hard because if both of you are working, then who's going to take care of the children, right?
I think it depends on the person. Maybe the person doesn't like kids and want to live alone. I think it's okay because I think marriage is not for having a kid, but having a good partner in life.
It's too expensive to raise a child. I mean, it's already expensive to get a house. It's already difficult to get a house. And then houses are too small to have like more than 2 child.
The cost of living is shooting up. I don't think it's gonna decline anytime soon. So I think that's the number one factor lah.
Of the people we interviewed, an equal number of respondents said that they agree, but more can be done. Workplaces claim to be supportive, but are not. And no, there is not enough workplace support for parents. When asked about what would help parents better manage both work and parenting commitments, the top 2 responses were having more parental leave, as well as having some form of flexible working arrangement. 6 in 10 respondents said that the cost of living in Singapore was probably the biggest reservation that Singaporeans would have about becoming parents. So, what do you think?